You know, when it's a double feature, it's probably not going to be good. The two stories for this double feature in question, the only similarity that they share with each other is that it's the same author, hence the reason why this episode is called the Yoshizilla-Rhendosaurus double feature. A very interesting name there. Yes, the web show had spied when I had reacted to how many stories this person had written. The creator had told me, because the initial request, which is the first story we're going to be looking at, only has like a little over 300 words. So the creator told me to go through their library and choose one or two other stories to do. She said I could either do one longer story, as long as the word count both added up to something under 3,000, or I can do two more stories if they were all like, 300 words or a small word count. I preferred to do one where there was this story, which is the 300, and then another story, which the one I chose was over 2,000. So altogether going to be roughly 3,000 words. But the thing is, the web show had spied, because when I saw how many stories this person had written, I freaked out, and the web show did a little short, where it showed me my point of view. Apparently I turned into a cell phone, and I'm like, it's over 3,000. Meg had to chuckle. When she saw that the web show spied, she's like, I'm surprised I didn't make a joke about it being over 9,000, in reference to Dragon Ball Z. But I digress. So yes, this person, Yoshizilla-Rhendosaurus, they have written, for those who didn't see the short, they have written over 3,000 fanfiction in the span of 10 years, apparently. That's a lot. That is a lot of fanfiction. I mean, when you're looking at their library, they do have some that are long, but they have a lot that are very, very short. Like, very, very short. So it's kind of not surprising, and they seem to post a ton of stories, too. Like, they're active to this day. Right, well. The first story, The Ballad of Elmer Fudd and Grilled Cheese. This was the one that was initially requested. This is what the summary says. Elmer Fudd likes his grilled cheese nice and lean. This is how they spelled grilled. Were you even trying? Were you even trying? How did you get grilled out of grilled? There's no R. There's not even any L's. This is going to be a doozy. And this is a shorter story. So let's read the summary with the correct word. Elmer Fudd likes his grilled cheese nice and lean, if you know what I mean. Oh, it's rated M. It's in English, obviously. Romance humor. Has 384 words, 29 reviews, 12 faves, 1 follow, and it was published back in May of 2011. So, I've noticed something when I was trying to scroll through this person's library. It seems like none of their stories are listed as complete. So, because this one was written back in May of 2011, I'm just going to assume it's complete. And if it's not, whatever. Right. So they have a little author's note. Yoshizilla-Rhendosaurus. I'm definitely going to hell for this. Or whatever. What is that? I don't get it. It kind of looks like it's HTML code. Whatever. I completely blame you for asking me to do this, but here it is. Elmer Fudd and grilled cheese. This better not involve him doing something that doesn't involve eating the grilled cheese and involves... Elmer Fudd got back home after a hard day at work. He took off his hat and headed into the kitchen to grab his favourite meat. Oh, they're talking like bloody Tweety. I thought a putty cat. I did see a putty cat. I thought I asked them a story. This is a short story. The longer one's probably going to be worse. To grab his favourite meal. Some nice grilled cheese. Grilled. Elmer opened the fridge, and his mouth started watering as he... Coffee. Oh, God. As he... You know what? Fine. I'll do this bloody... Grabbed the grilled cheese and sat down at the table. Okay, let me see if I can try to do Elmer Fudd. Oh, baby. How I love me some grilled cheese. Okay, that was awful. Elmer started as he bit into the grilled cheese and munched on it softly, chewing it down after 12 seconds. He then unzipped his pants and pulled out his penis. He left his left hand on it as he began moving up and down, grabbing another grilled cheese. As he placed the grilled cheese into his mouth with his right hand, he moaned in glee. Is this supposed to be like him telling the story? But I don't think Elmer Fudd even talks like this. This is more like Tweety. Oh, whatever. As he began jacking off faster, his left hand starting to feel sore. Munching the grilled cheese down, he let out a loud sigh of comfort as he grabbed one more grilled cheese, this time taking it up to his room as he sat on his big red bed, stripping off his cloths. Okay, this is getting like almost illegible. As he sat in front of the grilled cheese. Let's get some action going, Elmer stated as he grabbed the grilled cheese and opened it up, placing his penis You really had to go there, didn't you? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. I really shouldn't be surprised. Well, here we are. Here we are. You sticking your bloody dick inside of a bloody grilled cheese sandwich. In other words, you just ruined grilled cheese sandwiches for the rest of us. Thank you very much. Whatever you... Yoshizilla-Rhendosaurus. Placing his penis inside of the scrumptious sandwich, Elmer then grabbed the head of his penis with his right hand and started pumping it, groaning in delight as he felt the cheese melt on his big erected penis. Elmer's tongue hung out from the white side of his mouth as he closed his eyes. Maybe it's supposed to be Bugs Bunny who's narrating this. Does Bugs Bunny kind of talk like this a little bit too? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be Elmer Fudd, but whatever. Screaming with delight as he came, the cum having some grilled cheese inside of it. Elmer sighed as he sat back on his bed, grabbing the grilled cheese he masturbated on. Oh, do not! Oh my... grilled cheese, you do well to please me, Elmer stated as he... Right, let's not do fanfiction reviews right after eating breakfast. Elmer stated as he gobbled the... He ate it! He ate the bloody sandwich that he just fucked! Letting out a satisfying sigh as he was then surrounded by hundreds of grilled cheese. What? Just waiting to be sexed up. That was atrocious! What? Oh my god! Why? Why would you... Moving on to the next story. I mean, there's really not much to say about this. It was disgusting. It was a waste of time and it was disgusting. And I don't know why they were writing it that way. I think it was supposed to be from Elmer Fudd's point of view, but it's like, have it be in first person then. It was just really distracting, especially trying to read it out loud. So the second story. I chose it at random, mostly because of the word count. But seeing the title of it, I think I'm gonna have a lot of regrets. So the second story that this Yoshi person has written. It's a Games X-over and FNAF crossover. And it's called Vanessa, Farting, Stinky, Poot, Braps. Summary. Vanessa farting within the Pizzaplex in various different realities sure leads to why she's a stinker. It's rated T. Well, at least it's rated T. It's in English, it's a parody. Vanessa's the character. 20 chapters, but only 2,062 words. So they're probably going to be all really stupid short chapters. 6 reviews, 5 faves, 4 follows, and it was updated. Oh, it was published back in January of 2022, but it was updated on April Fools of this year. Right. Let's begin with the first chapter. Vanessa farting was echoing throughout the entire Pizzaplex, and she was quite annoyed how her sloppy shots sounded loud enough to briefly paralyze the patrolling robots. Damn it. Why did I have to be gassy on this night out of all times?
Look, Gregory, there she goes by again.
Glamrock Freddy Fazbear calmly pointed out while he and Gregory watched the gassy night guard go by.
Do you think she has a problem in her system?
I guess you can say that, Freddy.
Shut up, okay? I'm trying, alright? I'm trying. I can't sound like a little kid. I mean, maybe I could do the Ash Ketchum voice, I suppose, but, I mean, I don't know. I know that Gregory in the game is not played by an actual child. He's played by a woman trying to sound like a child. Which, for some reason, when women try to sound like children, they give themselves a smoke along.
And they talk like this. Hi, I'm a 10-year-old boy. Ha!
Okay, maybe not that bad, but whatever. Gregory replied to Glamrock Freddy while shaking his head in disbelief.
She must really stink if she's letting out that many toots.
I guess that's a little bit better. Vanessa was quick to turn around and flash her flashlight while continuing to rip gas. She squinted her eyes upon noticing Freddy Fazbear dashing away. Geez, where the hell are they? And why can't I control my embarrassing farts? Vanessa complained, since she had a sudden urge to use the bathroom, hoping that it would somehow make her stop producing flatus. I should have brought extra underwear if I knew I was going to mess up this badly. Alright, dearie, if you're farting to the point that you're soiling your underwear, go home or go to a doctor, because it's obvious that you have a problem. Don't continue to work! Oh my god. So yes, for this story I'm trying to do voice acting. Okay, so second chapter. Oh my god, why even bother? They could have just had this be like a one-shot. Okay, second chapter. The chapters don't have names, so just chapter 1, chapter 2. So here's the second chapter. Vanessa was trying to search for the intruders since she was in a weird pizza parlor, for her farting continued to keep messing her up, like the way she felt her smelly dreams smeared by her stinky shot. Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be an American. Damn it. Why did I allow that weird cat to come in here and steal the lasagna? I'm going crazy letting these rip.
You probably should not have touched my food.
I know. I was supposed to be Garfield, and that sounded nothing like him. Garfield calmly reassured, for the fat lazy cat was enjoying the food he stole from the gassy secretary lady.
Now that you've sinned, you'll have to be punished beyond messing up your underwear.
I'm assuming that's supposed to be Garfield talking. So that's the end of chapter 2. Yes, these chapters are ridiculously short. Chapter 3 is even shorter. Here's chapter 3. Vanessa groaned since she was avoiding all the fighting going
on around the pizzaplex, for she really had to take a dump due to her faulting, causing her stomach to grumble in such a way that it made her rumples all the more painful for her to hold back.
Damn it! Why did this party of stupid idiots have to show up tonight out of all nights? I feel like I'm gonna dump a shitload right into my smelly pants. This stinks.
Chapter 4. Damn you kids! Vanessa cursed, for she was chasing after the ice climbers, while she was ripping ass, for she was greeted with Popo and Nana. Oh, it's from a video game, I believe. Using their frosty magic to cause snow to appear everywhere. Indeed, it was quite the case that it was going to be a long night for the security guard, since she felt so cold as to how she could solve this case within the frosty pizzaplex. You know how much it costs to get fresh underwear in this stupid building? Why would a pizzaplex sell underwear? Is it supposed to be part of a mall? Does it have other shops inside of it aside from the pizzaplex? I mean, I haven't played the game myself, but I watched a Let's Play of it, and I did not once see an underwear shop inside of it. The ice climber pair giggled about, for they froze Vanessa except for her grabber, since they wanted to use their mallets to smash her plump rump cheeks. That caused her fart factory to belch out smelly big butt burps, so they're spanking her with their mallets to get her to fart more. I don't think spanking someone would cause them to fart. No, and if anything, if she's having such bad bladder experiences at that moment, wouldn't that cause... I'm overthinking this. So that's the end of Chapter 4. Chapter 5. Vanessa was trying to deal with melody pianissima, faulting musical toots within a rather quite strange part of the pizzaplex that had a music room within it, for she herself was still quite faulty. I swear this job can't get any easier for me.
Oh, I'm afraid things are going to stink worse for you.
Melody teased while playfully fanning the paint-peeling poots she admitted in a musical manner, for she stuck out her tongue and winked.
I sure hope you don't like using your nose.
I don't know what this character actually sounds like, so you'll have to deal with my bad voice acting. Hey, shut up! It's already bad enough I smell like the dump outside. Vanessa snapped upon letting out sloppy shots that she messed up her smear. Oh my god, just go home and change your pants! Why are you continuing to work? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Meg's probably downstairs like, what the bloody hell is going on? I'm surprised she hasn't popped upstairs yet. Chapter 6. So instead of using the word one, they literally use the number 1. One would think that something like the Coconut Mall would be easy for a security guard lady to go through, but alas, all Vanessa had... Why is she now in the Coconut Mall? She's supposed to be a security guard for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza! Vanessa had in mind was just how gassy she could be, since she was still letting loose quite the embarrassing flatulence. You do realize you can just hold it in. And if it's to a point that you can't hold it in, clock out, go to the bathroom, go home, change your pants. Get a new job, actually, because I don't think they would want you anymore.
Yes, you're fired. You want to know why you're fired? Well, because you scared off all of our clientele by walking around our pizzaplex, farting to the point that you were shitting your pants, and instead of, going home and getting changed, you just continued to work, and now the entire building has to be torn down because you made it into a health violation with your bloody farts because you got it all over the place. So yes, you're fired.
That would be the realistic thing for this story, not whatever the bloody hell this is. Embarrassing flatulence that was going all throughout the tropical race course. Indeed, it was to the point that the races zipping by were getting sick from picking up the rotten, eggy scent of her farting that was echoing through the place. Damn it. This place is just as bad like the Pizzaplex. Why did I bother to take an offer to check out of this fruity nightmare again? Alright, so she's not supposed to be working at the Pizzaplex anymore. Okay. So I guess she got fired from there, now she's working here. Oh, I don't know. Here's chapter 7. Vanessa was ripping ass like there wasn't a tomorrow, for she spotted the Aegis blades letting loose within the Pizzaplex too. Okay, so now she's back in the Pizzaplex.
Indeed, it was clear to her that seeing Pathra fart was making her farting suddenly come back to haunt her. Not again, these jeans just got cleaned. So you only have the one pair of jeans. So is this supposed to be all taking place in one night? No time passage whatsoever. What's going on? Well, at least you're not burning up like I am, Pyra screamed since she was emitting flatulent flames that burnt up everything around her. Is she supposed to be falling too? But her faults involve fire. What does she do? Eat like an entire Taco Bell? Why is that this happens to me when I take on my human form? This is your fault. Mithra snapped, for her methane making was making her feel nauseous. If I knew I could be capable of this, I would have stayed further hidden away for even longer. Who are these people? Chapter 8. Vanessa felt a huge surge of flatulence. I'm getting sick and tired of this stupid bloody story. Out of all the stories I chose, have I known it was going to be nothing but faults, I wouldn't have chosen this one. But the sad thing is, a lot of the stories, when I was briefly reading the descriptions, involve faulting, so I don't think I would have been able to avoid the faults no matter what. But this one in particular, there's nothing even going on. It just jumps all over the place. Vanessa felt a huge surge of flatulence bubbling within her since she could feel her stomach grumbling from her eating way too much pizza. Well, maybe that's why you have really bad faults. Alas, she had to get loose while she was in a closet since she found herself in a mall filled with Pokemon. Pokemon in Five Nights at Freddy's. It was indeed very embarrassing for her since she... One moment, a certain someone is being very naughty. Oh, you thought you could get away. The thing is, this cat does not like closed doors, so he keeps trying to get into closed doors, and by doing so, he claws at them. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Right. Why don't you be a good little boy? Stay in bed. You stay. No? Okay, fine, but stay out of mischief. Sorry about that. Alright, where was I in this stupidity? Bloody blah, Pokemon. It was indeed very embarrassing for her since her conquest to find a certain very annoying kid. Okay, so she's still going after Gregory. Soon to be interrupted constantly with herself being the culprit since she always had to fault at the worst time. It was quite indeed the messy case for the massive methane she made left a huge smear on her stained jeans. Every time this happened... Oh, I'm sorry. Every time this happens to me, I end up losing the entire night. Oh, how I hate it. When I find that kid, I'm going to force him to take this dreadful stink that I have to deal with. So, this is supposed to be taking on multiple nights. Gregory is escaping her for multiple nights. And apparently he's traveling to other places aside from the Pizzaplex, saying she's following him into these other places. And she just keeps faulting non-stop. And she won't go to a doctor. Oh, this story is so bloody stupid. I'm not even halfway done. Chapter 9. Ugh, I hate this time of night. Vanessa cursed and she was letting out a giant amount of pungent hoots that were causing her to smear her smelly stagings. You know, dearie, I have a solution for you. Seeing you have no common sense and don't know how to go to a bathroom, and you keep staining your pants with your faults that are clearly not faults, because if they're causing your pants to get stained, it's obviously bloody wet poop. Maybe you should wear Depends. You know, adult diapers. I think I would recommend that for you. That might actually help with the stink, actually. Why is it they leave those toppings on those pizza slices? Maybe you should stop eating pizza. That's another thing you should do if it's causing you to fault this badly. You think we should tell her? Stewie Griffin. I know. That was supposed to be Stewie Griffin. That was awful. Stewie Griffin chuckled to his dog buddy since they were on the other side of the office. Brian shook his head. Nah, let this bitch brew in her own braps. You know I can hear you! Vanessa yelled upon shouting her pants. Geez, is there at least clean underwear in there? In where? Where? And why the bloody hell is Stewie Griffin and Brian in the FNAF universe. I mean, it says it's game X-overs. There's no video games for Family Guy. Oh, maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe there is. Okay, chapter 10. I'm just gonna... Okay, I think it's supposed to be Vanessa. Why did I think eating those baked beans was such a good idea? And then she keeps eating stuff that causes her farting to get worse. Oh my god, this... Vanessa cursed upon farting a smelly storm. The manifest, you know, okay. The rest of this chapter, blah, 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 fart, it's farting. Chapter 11, fart. Chapter 12, farting. More farting. This entire story is about farting. I'm not reading any more of it. It's bloody stupid. It's nothing but farts. It's farts. It's a story about farting. It's all about farting, and her complaining about farting, and shitting her pants, and farting, and then eating more food, causing her to fart, and then her complaining about, hey, I keep farting. Why do I keep farting? Why do I keep farting? Because you keep eating stuff that causes you to fart. You might be lactose intolerant. Did you ever think of that? Stop eating these foods that are making you bloody fart, you bloody imbecile. You know what? I will read the final chapter. That's right. I will read the final chapter just to see if it's any different. Here's the final chapter. Damn it. I hate having to break a break from looking for that kid, and yet, Vanessa said to herself, while she had both her hands on her rumbling bump, while her stomach growled, because she was taking in her bassy farting that smeared up her black stained jeans, that she ever took pleasure in, since she felt nothing better than for her to blast out her pants pooping poos. God, this does feel so good right now. So I'm under the impression that the story ends with her giving in to her farting and her enjoying it. Wow. I never ever want to read any story written by this fellow, Yoshizilla-Rhendosaurus, ever again. Colossal waste of bloody time. Cold coffee. Yuck. Right, would I recommend any of his stories? If you have a farting fetish, then maybe. Aside from that, no, I wouldn't recommend them at all. They're bloody stupid. I know. The creator's probably going to be cross with me because I didn't read the entirety of this story. But I mean, why should I? It was just nothing but farts. Nothing but farts. It was just fart. Her complaining. Disgusting. No. I'm done. I'm not reading anymore. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a like and leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, cheerio.